Hey guys, so today is July 18th. I have my retainers in, disclaimer, so I'm going to sound a little weird. I don't know why my voice sounds super deep right now. But today's Friday, July 18th. It is 11:30 p.m. It's about to be midnight. But I did want to hop on camera to say that this is the start or my day 1 out of 30 of consistently posting on YouTube for 30 days straight. I want to see how far I can take it, especially since my channel is on the extreme low end of subscriber count for one. But most importantly, I just want to hold myself accountable for the next 30 days and to see on how consistent I will be, like how much I can push myself. What else? This was not scripted or anything like that. I did technically want to record this video like earlier in the day when I had got back home, or maybe possibly start this off tomorrow like fresh versus like midnight time, but I wanted to at least say that I did it on a day that I told myself that I should, especially with having such an empowering conversation with this woman that I met at the cafe earlier today. So that definitely kind of inspired me and maybe pull the trigger to now to recording this video as my day 1 out of 30 day challenge that I'm challenging myself. So this will also help me to better engage or because as you see, when you look, I hope this has been recording this entire time. I'm gonna be irritated if it hasn't. But I forgot what I was saying with that. But if anyone is watching and maybe you're starting your YouTube journey, or maybe coming back from a pause that you've had and just needed maybe some inspiration to keep going, or maybe something to spark that inspiration, like giving you a challenge, maybe you should maybe consider doing like a 30-day challenge as far as like posting for 30 days on YouTube, or maybe for 7 days straight, or 14 days straight, or 21 days straight, 90, however long you feel as though you need to, and that may help you. Maybe this is your sign to do that. I also did write down some things in my notes of a couple of video topics that I can talk about as part of my 30-day challenge. And I really, really hope. I don't know what that is. But I really hope this has been recording the entire time and it's giving that it hasn't been. I don't think it was recording like the beginning or like the mid part. With me posting for 30 days, it would not only help me to see my audience engagement and what would perform well or better than the other videos that I will post in the next 30 days. Not only that, but it will also just give me huge accountability, especially since I'm in the in the point of life of transitioning into something new. It's not like 100% new because I've technically have been doing this for, as far as like content creating, I've technically been content creating for 10 years, technically. But I've never been this consistent, let alone will be taking this way more seriously and really just replacing my current job with this, because this is something that I've been wanting to do for at least a decade. And obviously I haven't, been doing that. However, I've just been feeling called just about every day, even when I'm like, even earlier today when I was at the cafe, or the coffee shop that I went to. It was just many different signs and confirmations and God just telling me what I need to be doing. So there's been many confirmations before today. But I just wanted to see and like just challenge myself, because I do like challenges, whether that's in the gym or outside the gym. I love challenging myself, especially because when you challenge yourself, you become a better version of yourself. I was getting ready to go into one of the video topics that I had written down on my phone to talk about as part of this challenge, but I won't. But definitely stay tuned for that, because I feel like I would definitely be dropping some really good gems and inspirational videos, even if that just helps one person who may be watching. If you're new to content creating or have been wanting to content create or have content created but just took a pause, this could be a sign for you, or maybe confirmation for you to possibly give yourself a challenge, whether it's 30 days, 14 days, 7 days straight, 90 days, however many days that you feel called or resonated to, just to get that muscle memory going. Just to get that muscle memory going and that consistency going, and you'll feel much more confident, in the end, once you do conquer that challenge or that goal. Although it may seem small to you now, but it will definitely pay off in the end. And that will also, let yourself know that, okay, I am capable of doing this. I am capable of setting a goal, and not only setting it, but actually achieving it when I said that I was going to achieve it. And I've been watching a lot of like self-improvement videos and things like that. And a lot of them say basically that repetition builds confidence. So without putting in the work and constantly doing like the mundane things, the things that may seem boring, the things that you need to do that you don't feel like doing, the more and more you do that, you put the work in for those things, the more confident you will feel in that aspect, whatever that is. Fitness, I don't know, getting better with reading books, I don't know, a certain way of cleaning. Again, it is about midnight, so I cannot think fully right now. And plus my mind is kind of like all over the place, but I'm sure you get it. So the more you do things, the more repetition, the stronger the muscle, and the better the confidence. But yeah, I didn't really have much to say. I just wanted to record this video as proof that I actually did do what I was going to say, as far as starting the day 1 out of 30 challenge, posting YouTube challenge today, and not putting it off to record tomorrow. Because the more you put off things, the longer it's going to take for you to actually start the thing that you need to do, or you may not do it at all. And that's exactly what I have been doing for the past umpteen years, basically. And in a sense, it kind of feels like I'm forced to, get on it with this whole YouTube thing. And that's a whole nother thing, as far as like, although I still technically have a job, but in a way, just, I'm kind of treating it as if I don't have a job. Like, you know, when they say when you need to save money, maybe have like poor spending habits or poor saving habits or whatever the case. You just want to have like a certain amount in the bank. And a lot of people would say, treat your wallet or treat your banking account as if you're broke, as if you have no money. So kind of like that in a sense. And I'm not saying I fully agree with that whole spiel, but it's kind of like that. So as far as, although you technically may have money, but in order to save that, you know, just change your mindset with that whole thing and not have the mindset of, oh, just because I have it, I can spend it. So that kind of correlates to me, although I technically have a job, and knowing that I need to pivot in this transitional period of my life, treat it as if it's not there and focus more on what I need to be focusing on, if that makes sense. Make sense? Hopefully. But I definitely noticed like a huge shift in my life since the beginning of this year, but I don't want to go too much into that. I don't want to make this video too long because I have another 29 days to rant and just have different things to talk about that may resonate with some of you guys, or maybe just one of you guys. As long as there's one impact on one person, that's all that matters. But I definitely plan on like having different backgrounds, different scenery, and things like that. Like out in nature or at a coffee shop, because I do frequent coffee shops a lot. Just different places, so I'll definitely be switching it up. See if I have anything else to say. But if you know that you need to be posting, or even if it's not posting, if it's something completely different, if you know you need to be doing that, you need to be doing that ASAP. Stop putting it off. Stop trying to become a perfectionist with this. Stop trying to have all of the knowledge in the world about said topic. Just go ahead and do it. I'm speaking to myself for sure. For sure. Go ahead and do that. What's the point of keep putting it off? We're getting ready to be in August, which means is what, 4 months left, which means it's 3 months, which means it's about 30 days left in the year. So, of course not really, but treat your time as if it's rapidly winding down. I'm not saying your life existence, I'm just saying as far as like the time in this year and all the goals that you had set out for this year. So treat the time like it's serious, move with urgency, move with purpose. Try to move with passion as well, love, joy, peace. With the things that you do, remove the things, places, whatever, you know what you need to remove. If you need to remove it, what's the hold up? That goes back to my previous video that I have on here, where I talked about freeing yourself from whatever that you need to be freed from. That could even be childhood trauma, any type of, it can be anything. You will know if it's for you, it's for you. And of course, everything and everyone is not going to be for you. Even if you think that it is or that they are, if God is saying that that's not for you, period, or at least not at this time, move as such. There's no point of wasting time, energy, possibly money, resources on what's not met and aligned. What's the point? And I can be like a black and white type person at times as well. So if you do subscribe, if you do stick around to watch me, watch my journey, you'll notice that, unless you already picked up on it. Good discernment. Good discernment. Let me see if I have anything else. Also, if you've been putting off going to the gym or cleaning up your eating habits, anything that you've been putting off, rather it pertains to money, content creating, whatever it is in life, what's the hold up? Treat the rest of this year as if there's only 30 days left in the year. And you just have to get whatever set goals or goal achieve. Right? So let us all just walk into, although it really feels like, now I'm saying it really feels like there's only 30 days left in the year. But let's walk into the next season or the next quarter in the year with more urgency, more purpose, more in alignment. Fine tune or tweak whatever needs to be tweaked, fine tune, comb through. So that way when we step into 2026, completely different person, just about in the most healthiest, positivest, lovingest way that we can. Like how they say, make yourself unrecognizable, kind of like that. There's no point of walking into each month, let alone each week, each year, being the same exact person. What's the point of existence? To be the same. Now I can see, like, if you have really good, positive, healthy, loving traits, okay, that's fine. Obviously, clearly. But as far as the things that you know you need to level up on, get better with, what's the point of staying at that lower level, if you will, if you know there's bigger and better levels that you can go to? So let's get to it. Do the things that you need to do. Also, if you need to take a rest, rather that's literally, or whatever you need rest from, or maybe like a hard reset, more self-care, just pouring into yourself more. So rather that's the work you need to be putting in, or maybe you need to take a rest, and take that rest. Because I'm on a rest. Actually, I'm on a rest from work. I'm on leave from work, but I'm also like being productive. So at the same time, which that's a whole nother thing. But don't let my life or what I'm going through be the same thing that you need to go through. You'll know if you need to take a rest, if you've been putting rest off, or if you need to put some work in, or if you can find a balance. Find that balance. Balance is important. Balance is key. You know what you need to do at the end of the day? If you don't want to do those things, well, stay stagnant, stay where you're at. If you want to achieve those goals, go more into what God is leading you towards, go on that path, take that path. So let this be your sign. I can't believe I've been talking for 20 minutes now. I'm so shocked. But I'm going to end it here. Enough rambling. But I feel like it was a healthy, inspirational ramble. So that's good. And this lighting looks really good too. I don't know why. So maybe it was meant. Maybe it was meant. But again, this is my first day. Day 1 out of 30 YouTube posting challenge that I'm challenging myself. It's not like it's floating around or anything. This is just something that it's like, oh, Why not? It's like a spark. So, and sometimes it's good to be spontaneous because you never know where it can lead you. And sometimes it's good to have a challenge in life. So I'll end it here. Again, today is July 18th. It's getting ready to be the 19th. It is 11:53 p.m. at night. And I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow, but I'll have to figure it out. 30 days, 30 days. So, good night, good morning, buenas noches, buenos días, hola, ¿cómo estás? It's time to go to bed. Good night.